It's a people, it's a community, it's a life, it's a heart, it's a spirit.
Parents of gay children say, I want my son, my gay son, to have the same opportunity to come to me and say, hey, Dad, I'm getting married, as my non-gay son or my non-gay daughter.
The heck would you want a picture of a tattoo of $1,000 on your penis for?
You might just need to satisfy yourself sexually alone at that point.
Do I regret it? Not one bit. Did I think that I would actually take it the next step and do it again?
And what goes into their life, how they handle it. There are 12 houses, and each one of those houses has a particular function.
Look into yourself, think about it, and just be whoever it is that speaks to you.
Hello and welcome to Talking About. My name is John Griffith, and today in this podcast we are talking about the Point Foundation, and my guest Michael Marino is here to fill us in on what that's all about. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, again, just the obvious question. Mm-hmm. What is the Point Foundation for those who don't know?
Point Foundation provides scholarship support, financial support, mentoring, and leadership training to students that are marginalized because of their sexual orientation, their gender identity, or their gender expression. So we help students, predominantly LGBT students, complete
but not
their
exclusively.
Not exclusively, no. Complete their college education by providing financial support, mentoring, and leadership training.
And there are no restrictions on age?
There's no restrictions on age to apply to be a Point Scholar. Most of the qualifications or the characteristics that we're looking for in our scholars when we do our application process is a combination of various factors: financial need, emotional need,
academics, I'm sure.
Academics, yeah, academic achievement, their community involvement, their leadership potential, or their leadership involvement already in the community. Those are sort of the qualities that, sort of a mixture of those qualities is what goes into identifying a student as a Point Scholar.
Is there a typical student?
Not really. The students become scholars for various reasons. We have some students that have joined our ranks because they have really high family marginalization, and that their families turned their back on them when they came out as LGBT and didn't provide any financial or emotional support. And regardless of those obstacles that were put in front of that student, they still succeeded academically. They still, continued to go to high school, didn't drop out. We've had students that, one student lived in the back of his car until he finished high school. Another student bed hopped or couch hopped from friend's house to friend's house until he finished high school.
That's a tough life.
Yeah, and then we have other students that come to us who don't necessarily have as high of a marginalization as some of the other students do, but they qualify for other reasons, in that they're great community leaders, community activists, and for whatever reason their families, whether or not they're supportive, just can't afford to send them to college or on to higher education.
Okay, and the application process is?
The application process is completely done online.
Completely online?
Completely online. It starts online, I should say. It starts with about a 4 or 5 page application. Information is online right now about the application process.
Okay,
but
that's perpetual.
Yeah, about what the process is, but we don't start accepting applications until I believe it's mid-November.
Mid-November of each year?
Well, this year we started a little earlier. Last year it was the beginning of January.
Okay.
This year it's starting earlier, mid-November to, I believe, mid-January or mid-February. All the dates will be online. And like I said, it starts out with a 4 to 5 page application that we ask everybody to fill out. Basic demographic information, a couple of essays regarding how, if at all, they've been marginalized in their life, what sort of qualities they exude that would make them a good Point Scholar. And then from that application, all of those applications are read by our volunteer committee of readers.
Okay.
And those the people that read the applications are comprised of not only people that serve on our board, corporate leaders and other activists that serve on our board, but also outside individuals that are involved in academics in some way. So we've got guidance counselors, we've got financial aid counselors.
There's a wide variety.
There's a wide variety of people that will read the applications.
Okay, and approximately, I mean, I know there's not a definite amount of scholarships available each year, but approximately.
It ranges. This last year we gave 27 new scholarships out. The year prior we gave 38.
Okay.
It grows. It sort of ebbs and flows based on a couple of factors. Mainly how many of our current scholars are graduating and thus opening up a spot for another student, and what our financial situation is and how much money that we have to support the students. Because we spend on average $30,000 a year per student. Okay. So we've got to look at our financial situation and determine how many students we can bring on.
The opportunities are there.
Yeah.
And the application is found at pointfoundation.org. And in addition to the scholarships, each student is paired with a mentor?
We have a mentoring program that where each student is paired with a mentor who is working in the field that the student is studying, and also that is geographically accessible to the student, so that the mentoring relationship can exist not only through email and phone calls, but also hopefully by in-person meetings as well. The other service that we provide to all of our students is our leadership training, and our sort of calendar year starts off in July, where we do a leadership conference where we bring all of our scholars, the current scholars as well as the new class of scholars, to one central location, all paid at our expense, for a 3 to 4 day conference of workshops and seminars that help them build their community involvement potential, their leadership skills, their just a wide range.
So it's really, you're really developing the next generation of youth. And throughout their college career, what's expected of the students?
We ask all of the students when they become a scholar, a Point Scholar, to sign what we call a contract of excellence. And in the contract, they agree to maintain a GPA of 3.3 or a B+ or higher. And the reason we say 3.3 or B+ is because a lot of the universities are shying away from the number and just using letter grades now. They also agree to complete a community service project every year of their study that they're funded by Point. And that community service project has to be some sort of project that directly benefits the LGBT community. So, for example, we've had some scholars in the past serve on advisory boards at other nonprofit organizations such as the Trevor Project or the Matthew Shepard Foundation. Or we've had other scholars do other programs involving providing medical care to disenfranchised communities and things like that.
So there's a whole lot of, there's a lot of opportunities for outreach for the students. And it is a completely nonprofit organization.
Completely nonprofit organization.
Funded by
501c3.
Private and corporate donations?
Funded predominantly by private individuals, but we do get a fair amount of corporate support and foundation support. We don't receive any government funding at all.
Okay, so it's depending on the big government there. So taxpayer dollars are sort of out right now.
Yeah.
Well, again, people can find more information about all of this on the website.
Pointfoundation.org. W, as you like to say, pointfoundation.org.
Okay, and again, for scholarship programs, for mentoring programs, and how to support.
Yes, what they'll find online is not only, there's profiles of all of the students that we funded since 2001. There's been 142. We're currently funding 90. There's also information on various ways that they can support us. There's information on how they can apply to be a mentor to one of our students. And there's PDFs of our newsletter, of our annual report.
There's a wealth of information.
There's a wealth of information. And then they can also join our mailing list on the website.
Okay, and that website again is?
www.pointfoundation.org.
Okay, and this is a quick segment, so we're just about out of time. Michael Marino, thank you so much for coming and talking about the Point Foundation. I'm John Griffith for Talking About. Explore this website and check it out, www.talkingabout.info, pointfoundation.org. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.
Hey, to see the interview with me and other celebrities and notables in the community, go to www.talkingabout.info. Info. Go now. Stop surfing for